Since my boyfriend temporarily moved in with me, objects start to appear and reappear a day later in the same place. He acts like I'm crazy, and I have no idea what this is about. My boyfriend of 5 months moved in with me 3 weeks ago. His apartment had damp walls and needed renovations. Since my roommate was abroad, I told him he could stay for 4 to 6 weeks. Things started great. His jealousy had been an issue. He didn't like me going out without him, though he went out with friends all the time. Moving in together seemed to help. Our relationship felt rushed from the start. I hadn't wanted to date, but he showered me with gifts, texts, and gestures until I gave in. He was upset when I didn't want to say I love you immediately, didn't introduce him to my family right away, insisted on using condoms, you don't trust me, and refused to book an expensive vacation. He made me cancel plans for him, then stood me up. He logged into my Facebook and changed my relationship status a day after we started dating as a surprise. I worried but thought he was just bad at surprises. Now, a new problem has emerged. It may seem petty at first, but I'm at my wit's end. Since he moved in, things started disappearing, then reappearing the next day in the same place. Documents, household items, food, things I know were missing. One example, I always have a pack of chocolate bars at home to take to work. One morning they were gone. I asked him. He claimed he knew nothing. When I got home, the chocolate was back. He insisted I must have missed them. How do you miss a 12-pack of chocolate bars? At first I thought it was some weird joke, but he gets angry when I bring it up, saying I'm causing drama. Some missing items belong to friends. Others were important documents. I know I'm not crazy. Any ideas? Update, 9 days later. All missing items were related to me leaving the house or meeting friends and family. A gift for a friend, my parents' house key, a borrowed USB stick, application documents for a semester abroad, etc. After reading about gaslighting, I ordered a nanny cam. Unfortunately, delivery took 4 days, but by day 1, I knew I couldn't be with him any longer. I wanted him out with as little drama as possible. I told him my roommate got a job offer, was cutting her vacation short, and coming home in a week, so he had to leave. He was angry, but I said there was nothing I could do. I also told him to call his landlord for housing. The next day, he said his landlord told him he could move back into his apartment by the weekend. The renovations were done. At this point, I doubted the damp walls story. That evening, he asked if I wanted to move in with him since it works so well and you don't like your roommate anyway. I said sure, I'd move in June. He was thrilled. While waiting for the nanny cam, another item disappeared. A book I ordered from my dad. In the morning, it was gone. I ignored it. On my way out, he asked, "Did you take the book?" I replied, "What book?" "The book you wanted to bring your dad." "I don't know what you're talking about." That evening, the book was back on my desk. I ignored it again. 2 hours later, he casually walked by and said, "Ah, that's the book I was talking about." I just said, "Oh, that book." He seemed angry for the rest of the evening. 2 days later, the nanny cam arrived. I set it up while he was at the gym. I placed a letter I needed for work on my desk. A few hours later, it was gone, then reappeared the next day. When I finally checked the footage, it confirmed what I knew. He took the letter, put it in his gym bag, then returned it later. I decided against confronting him. I was scared of his reaction and had already decided to break up. The camera didn't show me his motive, and I knew he wouldn't admit it. On the last night before he moved back, I suggested watching the old movie Gaslight. He sat through it, quieter than usual. I kept talking about how unrealistic it was and how obviously insane the villain was. I expected a reaction, but he just looked nervous. Sunday, he took his things back to his apartment. My brother arranged for my locks to be changed. Once that was done, I texted him, "It's over. Don't contact me. Our breakup is final. It's sad you had to hide my things to keep the relationship interesting." Since then, he's called nonstop, but I won't pick up. I know it's not the most heroic ending. I could have confronted him with the evidence, but I just wanted it over. For now, I'm staying with my brother for a few weeks. I should probably change my number. I'll never know why he did it. Kleptomania? A prank? A way to control me? In all his texts, he just says he doesn't know what I'm talking about and never took my things.